Hey you playa, breaking up with someone is never as simple as just saying, well, I'm done, see you later. There are a ton of different emotions that both of you are going to go through in that process, and most likely you're going to have to be strong enough to be able to walk away without feeling guilted and staying with them. That might not be the easiest thing to do, especially if they're saying things like they can't live without you, or their life would be meaningless if you leave them, or they might actually hurt themselves if you go. You might experience feelings of worry and guilt, fear, and even anger at them for trying to manipulate you into not breaking things off. So how can you make things clear to them? What specifically can you say? When you tell me things like you might hurt yourself if I leave you, or that I'm entirely responsible for your well-being, it makes me feel unsafe in this relationship. I can't be with someone in those type of conditions, and I can't be in this relationship any longer. Normally, when you try to break the bad news to someone like that, they're not just going to sit there and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. They're going to challenge you back. They're going to pull out all the stops, everything they can to make you feel like you hold the key to their happiness, when in reality, you don't. The best thing that you can do is to set that strong boundary, to let them know what you are and are not willing to accept in a relationship. If that person keeps alluding to doing something harmful, don't call them out on it, don't challenge them. Sometimes calling a person out on their bluff may make them feel more inclined to want to carry forward with it just to prove a point to you. Don't go down that route, it is not a healthy one. Another thing that a person may do to avoid having you break up with them is to try to manipulate you into thinking that they're going to change. They're going to make tons of empty promises just to get you to stay. They'll never act that way again. They'll never use those words against you. They'll never make those threats like they once did. And sometimes that person actually believes what they're saying. They don't recognize that they're being manipulative, but you've caught on to their patterns, so this is what you should say when you see it happening. I know you believe what you're saying is true, and it very well may be possible that you can make those changes. I just don't think it's fair to myself to be on the receiving end in case you don't. So because of that, I need to end this relationship. You may think you're being selfish by putting yourself first here, but that's actually the best thing that you can do. The only way that you can prosper in a relationship successfully is if you feel like you can thrive. If you don't think your partner can help you reach that state and they're actually weighing you down, then they're probably not the right partner for you, no matter how much they promise to change. That doesn't necessarily mean abandoning them. You may recognize that they are actually struggling here, and you may want to help them find the right type of assistance, to reach out to a therapist, to speak to close friends, to work with their family on helping them resolve those issues. But you need to make it clear that the relationship, the romantic relationship that the two of you have, is done. This is something I've dealt with before. Back when I was dating my second girlfriend, she tried to emotionally manipulate me into staying in the relationship with her when I decided to end it. She told me she would hurt herself if I left. And all that got me thinking was, how can I feel safe and secure with this person? How can I move forward and be happy and excited knowing that everything rests on this threat that she set? I knew ending things was the right call because it wasn't healthy for either of us at that point, but she continued to make threats like that. So I had to step in and tell her. If she continued to say the things that she did, I was going to tell her parents. And the moment I said that, she immediately stopped. Sometimes you can pull a person out of that dramatic state of thinking, other times you can't. But regardless, it is not your responsibility for how they choose to go forward with your breakup. The best thing you can do for yourself here is to walk away. If you feel like that person is emotionally manipulating you, trying to play word games to keep you there, or is just trying to guilt you into making a decision that isn't going to be healthy for you overall. If you can walk away from this breakup and close that door forever, good. But there are 5 crucial things that you should know never to do after a bad breakup. Check out the video over there on the side to learn what they are. That's going to help you keep moving forward to find the partner that you deserve. On that note, I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.